on the record. Okay. Okay. I'm our second lecture. Today, during the second part of our lecture, as I told you, we will speak about market analysis. I'm really sorry for this delaying, so we will work a little bit longer than you might expect, but okay, our next meeting will be a little bit shorter for this small period of time, or we are in time. I do hope we will manage to do it. So the first type of analysis is market analysis. During this type of analysis, you have to understand the place of your company. And this type of analysis has a big difference compared with other types of analysis will be conducted by you during this course. Please pay attention that when you are speaking about market analysis, you are analyzing all the industry, not only your company, but all the industry. And as I promised you, when I use some strange word or maybe some word in a little bit different meaning, I will translate it. When I'm speaking, when I used the word industry, I meant not промышленность, not промисловість українською мовою. I meant галузь, російською мовою отрасль. It was very strange for me because when I read some books connected with management, for the first time, I didn't understand they used industry, and I thought, okay, it's industries in plural even. And in all books connected with management or strategic management, if you see the word industry, it is used in the meaning of a set of some companies producing the same products. Not just all industrial companies. So it is very important to know. Давайте ще повторю українською мовою. Коли ви зустрічаєте слово «індустрі», це у літературі саме пов'язаної з менеджментом або стратегічним менеджментом, на 99% мається на увазі саме галузь, не промисловість у цілому, а галузь. Для мене це було дуже дивно, я спочатку не міг розуміти, тому що от коли я навчав англійську мову, ну, словом індустрі це було як-то промисловість. Але будь ласка, хочу зауважити це. Okay, so you will have to, during this type of analysis, you have to analyze your industry. And when conducting other type of analysis, when you conduct marketing analysis, financial analysis, strategic analysis, you will analyze only your company, not the industry, but only your company. So now we are speaking only about today we are speaking how to analyze the industry in which your company is situated. So when we are speaking about the market, we have to, first of all, we have to understand what is market and actually what is an industry. So generally, when speaking about market, it is here is the definition of market, and it's very strange that some students they think about market only as a small place where some people are standing or sitting and selling their products, like as it is shown at the right picture. No, no. The meaning in, you know that in Ukrainian and in Russian we have two words for rynek. Actually, in some case they are synonyms, but not in this case. In Russian and the same in Ukrainian, we have two words as rynek and bazar. But now we are speaking not about bazar, we are speaking only about the first meaning of the word market. So the market could be virtual, it could be also physical, and it has a different scope. Scope, if you don't know this word, in this case means масштаб. So local means that your competitors are situated only in your area. And global means that your competitors are situated all over the world. So, for example, if speaking about some beauty salon, for example, for this company, it will be a local level of competition, because it is a rather strange situation if you want to have your hair cut or hair made, and you decided to go for this service to Kiev, for example, to another city. Yes, it could be some exceptions from this situation, but generally you will take this service in your region. And please compare this situation, the situation of any I don't know, any, let it be any device, digital device, for example, any smartphone. So they are produced all over the world, and they could be bought in one place. So in this case, for example, Samsung company competing with Apple, with Huawei, with other producers of smartphone all over the world, not in some exact place, but everywhere. And I'd like to stress one more time that during this course we are speaking about fundamentals of business analysis. That's why we are speaking only about the main factors. For example, at this very case, when we speak about strategical analysis in details during strategic management course, I will present you not two levels of competitions, but four, not two, but four. But now in this course we are speaking only about fundamentals, just to prepare you. I set a target for myself to prepare a template for you to analyze your company chosen for your bachelor thesis. Okay. And during market analysis, you have to analyze producers of some product and clients of this product or purchasers of this product, and the way they are connected. All these variables must be analyzed within market analysis. Objectives of market analysis are presented here. The main objectives, I would say, only. I'd like to stress again. First of all, you have to prepare. You have to determine attractiveness of the market. Then you have to understand opportunities within this market. I'd like to stress not only for your company, but generally. Then you have to divide market to some niches, to some segments, because nowadays, it's not possible to say about any market that all products are the same. Even if speaking about such market as a market of bread, even about this market, you understand that there are some standard products, but there are a lot of some special products at this market. And if speaking about me, I have a lot of friends who like to buy some special bread, who are used to visiting some special places for buying this bread, some special bakeries, for example. So the general idea is that not all our clients, but clients or the industry are the same. Then you have to understand the main attractiveness of products for this market, and then you have to understand dynamics of the market. For example, market is growing, the market is at the stage of maturity or declining, if briefly. And now we are switching to the points you have to describe at the first task. You have in your first task, in your first, like I would say, part of your task, market analysis, you have to describe market size. Then you have to understand segments of market. Then you have to understand dynamics, profitability, and maybe distribution channels and key success factors. If you don't manage to find some information, it's not crucial. It's not crucial. Let it be our small secret that, for example, if you don't understand how to find the cost structure for the industry, let it be without it. I will present you general template, but if there is some difficulties for you to find some information, it's not crucial, and it will be possible to have 5A grades without some specific information if it is only one missing point. But if you if there is a situation that it is a problem for you to find information about more than one characteristics, please take another company and take another industry. So please don't tell me that Pavlo, you said that if it is lack of some information, it's normal. Yes, it's normal, but only about one characteristics. Okay, let it be like this. If speaking about size of the market, you can you have to describe it in absolute units and in money units. So if you are speaking about I don't know, market of beer, let it be you have that Ukrainian market is blah 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 deciliters, and in money volumes blah 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 million of hryvnias. And you have to use some governmental data, or also you can use some reports. Generally, if speaking about every market, there are a lot of annual reports, so you can use it. And also, it is completely possible for you to use not the freshest report. So now the year is just begun, so I think it could be difficult for you to find some information about 2020, so it's completely okay if you find some information about 2019. You are welcome to use it. And then you have to understand and you have to describe parts of the market. Generally, you can use any division the market to segments. Every market usually can be divided with the help of different variables. It's like a pie. We can cut it like this, yes, but we can cut it like this, we can cut it like this. So we will have some pieces of this pie of different forms, but the general idea is the following. I'm sorry, I forgot to switch off my handy. I'm really sorry. Okay, I have done it. I will switch it off. What could be taken? You can divide it by geographical characteristics. You can divide it by sex characteristics. You can divide it by age characteristic. You can take any division as you want. Actually, if you are conducting the real business analysis, like the full business analysis, not like brief form, you have to take all these characteristics. But I'm repeating, as far as we are meeting at the course as fundamentals of business analysis, so you are welcome to take any one characteristics. And then you have to understand the general trends of the market. So what products appeared during the last time, what product will be launched to these markets. So it could be some analysis of the past of this market and your prediction for the next years. Then you have to understand the growth rate. Generally, in some cases, it is rather difficult for you to understand this growth rate in figures, in percent. So it could be, as far as we are speaking about fundamentals of business analysis, it could be provided as high, middle, or low growth rate. And also, it is very important to understand profitability of the market. Because if the market has the high level of profitability, it will be like a candy for another companies from different industries to enter this very industry. And if the profitability of the industry is rather high, so it will be like a lakmus paper for the situation that competitiveness will be much higher, Then you have to understand you have to describe distribution channels. It means how what is the way of connection between producers and clients at this very market. It could be some intermediaries, for example, if speaking about, I don't know, as we spoke about some smartphones, it's not possible to buy some smartphone directly in some company. You know that all these small shops, they are like independent entrepreneurs. Okay, they have a license from the mother company, but anyway they are independent. But if speaking about some special equipment, for example, if you want to buy okay, not you, but if somebody wants to buy a turbine for a nuclear station, so this enterprise will connect our Kharkov turbine factory directly. So you have to describe these distribution channels. And I'm stressing one more time, sorry for the repeating for the information, but it is the most common mistake, in this task. The students are trying to analyze some company. No, you have to analyze. The industry, all companies within the industry, and usually companies within one industry have the same distributional channels. In some cases, some companies have different distribution channels. For example, if speaking a Disney company, you know, a Disney company is a diversified company, and they are producing not only movies and cartoons, but they are also producing clothes, toys, and they have very interesting very big shop in the internet. And if speaking about Disney company, so now I'm in t-shirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt from Disney company now, so I'm a fan of this company. And not all clothes company have appearance in the internet and have internet shop. That's why it will be an opportunity for those companies to grow, to launch internet business, for example. That's why it is quite important to understand distribution channels, not only for your company, but for this market generally. Also you have to understand not only the present situation, but you have to understand also the general trends. Maybe, for example, if speaking about, if taking my example with the internet, so you know that more and more companies want to be presented in the internet. So it is the general trend of any industry, of any market. Also you have to conduct market analysis using the following steps. You have to understand customers, then you have to understand, because you know that different customers could have totally different needs, and maybe you will find that you have to take not all the industry, but you have to take some part of the industry. Having understood this information, please gather all information. Please prepare all this information about all mentioned characteristics. Generally, theoretically, there are two possibilities to find some information, and let's begin not with primary market research, but with secondary market research. I don't want you to be afraid about this. You don't have to conduct some marketing research. It's very expensive, it's very difficult, so your task is just to gather some information about the market, and that's all, from secondary research. But theoretically, for example, for your bachelor thesis, you can analyze, you can organize your own market research. It is possible even at the level of a student. Don't be afraid of this. It's not like the situation you can think, okay, it's too complicated, it's too difficult. Theoretically, it is possible to prepare some survey. It is the first way. The second way is to use your abilities and your time. For example, if students are analyzing some products, some food, and I'm a scientific advisor for those students, I strongly recommend them to visit at least 4 nets of supermarkets to understand what products in this category are at the shelves. So, but generally, at this stage today, you have to understand 2 main ideas. First, generally, there are 2 sources of information about market. The data being gathered by you, and we call it this information as primary market information, primary market research, or secondary market research, when you are using the information gathered by another person in previous periods of time. And your task within our fundamentals of business analysis is only to take these type of information. And as a conclusion from our today's lecture, I'd like to stress that It is quite an important to conduct this type of analysis, because without these types of analysis, it's not possible. It's not possible to organize the process of management. It's not possible to create a strategy without this type of analysis. But I would say it's not possible to create a strategy without any types of analysis being discovered by me within our course generally. So everything is important, I would say. Your first task, let's go back to your first task. Your first task is, okay, your zero task is to choose any company. Any company. It could be from productional sphere, it could be from financial sphere, it doesn't matter. It could be it could be from any sector of economics. And having chosen it, please write this title of this company in our Viber group. Why you have to do so? Because it will be much more interesting if we take different industries and different companies. So it will be not interesting if somebody take Березовский завод минеральных вод, and the another person from your group will take Abalon company, and another will take Morshinska, for example. So that's why we will try to analyze different industries and enterprises from the different industries. So your zero task is to choose a company and to write the title of this company, the name of this company, and the industry. Because if you take company, I don't know, blah blah blah, maybe I don't know anything about this company. If you take Morshinska, I know this company, but if you take company, just company Rose, for example, as a flower, I don't know anything about this company. So please, title of the company and industry of this very company. I will put a heart close to your message. That means that it's okay, it's okay. If you ask me whether it is possible to change the company, yes, it's possible. For example, you choose the company and then you understand that it is rather difficult to find some information about this company, or maybe you find that it is interesting to write about some other industry interesting for you. So you want to change? Yes, it is possible, but in this case, you just want to you just have to write in our Viber group, okay, I have to change the company. We will send this, we will gather this information in our Viber group because of this very situation. If you see, then somebody already have taken the company producing mineral water, please don't take any other company from this industry. Okay? It is is the general rule, but generally I would like not to make exceptions from this rule, but generally it is possible. Generally it is possible, so please believe me, we are working. The most important thing for me is not only to provide you with the information, but also I'd like to organize everything in the most convenient way for me, for you, so it won't be any stress within our subject, so everything is okay. So if it is a tragedy, so if there are two persons which want to write about mineral water, first of all, I will ask, certainly I will ask to change, but maybe the first person will change his or her mind, but generally it will be not a huge problem, I would say, not a huge problem. Okay, so your zero task is to choose a company and to write the title of the company and the industry of the company. Please do it in one message. It is important. Do it in one message in our Bible group. And your first task is to prepare market analysis for these, for, I wanted to say for this company, but it is a mistake, for the industry of this company, for the industry of this company. And now I'm interrupting, I'm stopping the recording, and we can, you can ask me some questions.